Did you know we have completely ad-free early access to all of our episodes? Well, we do. Not only that, but we have dozens of bonus episodes waiting for you. Head on over to patreon.com/ghosttownpod, and you can check it out for 7 days absolutely free. That's patreon.com/ghosttownpod.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I don't know if you've heard, but Mint's premium wireless is $15 a month. But I'd like to offer one other perk. We have no stores. That means no small talk. Crazy weather we're having. No, it's not. It's just weather. It is an introvert's dream. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan. $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Hey, I'm Paige DeSorbo, and I'm always thinking about underwear.
I'm Hannah Berner, and I'm also thinking about underwear, but I prefer full coverage. I like to call them my granny panties.
Actually, I never think about underwear. That's the magic of Tommy John.
Same. They're so light and so comfy, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it.
And the bras, soft, supportive, and actually breathable.
Yes, Lord knows the girls need to breathe. Also, I need my PJs to breathe and be buttery soft and stretchy enough for my dramatic tossing and turning at night. That's why I live in my Tommy John pajamas.
Plus, they're so cute because they fit perfectly.
Put yourself on to Tommy John.
Upgrade your drawer with Tommy John. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/comfort. See site for details.
Imagine a way to travel that feels personal, comfortable, and connected without the price tags and the sterile feeling of hotels or short-term rentals. That's exactly what Kindred provides. Kindred is a members-only home swapping network. It's not a hotel, it's not a short-term rental, it's a smart way to travel where each stay feels like home. With Kindred, your home is your ticket. You earn credits by hosting fellow members, and then use those credits to stay in over 220,000 homes in more than 100 cities worldwide. It's completely free to join for owners and renters alike. And when you travel with Kindred, there are no hotel costs or rental fees. Just use the credits you've earned. Every stay comes with white glove service, 24/7 trip support, and $100,000 in host protection, so you can focus on the memories, not the logistics. So I used Kindred on my last trip, and honestly, it felt so refreshing. Not like a hotel or a rental. It felt like home. I'm so used to these impersonal places, trying to get my bearings, but I could really hit the ground running with Kindred, and it felt so good, like such a positive start to a really wonderful trip. I was a little worried how it was going to go. I'd never used it before. Would I have the support that I needed? And I absolutely did. The white glove service is so comprehensive. I felt comfortable before I even got there. And then while I was there, I had any questions. They were answered immediately. It was all so effortless. Needless to say, I am a convert. Apply now at livekindred.com and use code GHOSTTOWN to join for free. Plus, you'll earn 5 nights of travel credit just for signing up. That's livekindred.com, code GHOSTTOWN. livekindred.com, code GHOSTTOWN.
Answering the call. I'm Jason Horton.
I'm Rebecca Lieb.
And this is Ghost Town.
On February 8th and 9th, 1993, 27-year-old Air Force Captain Gary Sudbrink would receive 4 disturbing phone calls while visiting his parents' home in Long Island, New York. The caller on the other end would speak in a strange mechanical voice and made a number of weird statements, alluding to the night sky, conspiracies, and even Gary being impersonated by someone else. Not only will we walk you through these unexplained events, but we'll share the actual calls that the Sudbrink family recorded. In this still unsolved, extremely terrifying case, we're calling The Mystery of Gary Sudbrink. But the case doesn't start with Gary Sudbrink's visit home in 1993. It actually begins about a year earlier, during one of Gary's last trips back home to Long Island. It was then that his brother Stephen recalled seeing someone driving alongside him on the highway, in a vehicle similar to the one that Gary drove where he lived, back in San Antonio, Texas. Stephen, Gary's own brother, thought that it was Gary and tried to get his attention. Stephen observed that this individual that looked a lot like Gary made some strange faces at him and then drove off. Oddly enough, Stephen was off to meet Gary, his brother, at a friend's wedding. And when they convened at the event, Stephen asked Gary what was going on in the car. Gary, confused, had no idea what Stephen was talking about. At the time of the car sighting, Gary had been present at the wedding and hadn't driven himself there in the first place. Fast forward to 1993 when Gary is at the airport in Texas, ready to fly home again to see his family in Long Island. In the airport, he's approached by a man with a clipboard who asked him details like his name, where he was going, and some other personal information. As Gary tells it, he assumed the guy was like a salesman or something, so he just answered the man's questions in anticipation of his flight. However, after boarding his connecting flight, a different flight, according to an interview Gary had with the podcast Paranormal Brew, he was approached by another guy with a clipboard who sat down in the seat next to him and asked him some similar questions before moving to his assigned seat. Gary wouldn't see that man again either, but it was strange enough that he called his landlord in San Antonio to tell him to keep an eye on his apartment while he was away. So that's the, admittedly, extremely creepy context for the calls to come. Another thing you should know is that Gary was surprising his family with his visit home. Nobody knew he was on his way. Nobody. So Gary arrived at his parents' home the first weekend of February, and like you might, around 10:30 p.m., Gary decided to call one of his old buddies, Mike, to see if he wanted to hang out while he was in town. This is where the story starts to get even stranger. During this call, Mike told Gary that they had actually spoken to one another the day before, which Gary knew wasn't true, as he had no memory of connecting with Mike, and especially not telling him that he was back in Jersey. Gary, of course, thought that his friend Mike was joking, but Mike insisted that Gary had called him on the phone, claiming to have flown in through LaGuardia Airport and claiming to be getting over a cold. In reality, Gary had flown through JFK and did not have a cold, and had no idea who had actually called his friend. While Gary and Mike are trying to figure out what the hell was going on, another call comes into Gary's parents' landline. The call was so strange that it made Gary press record on a nearby answering machine to make sure that the call was documented. With his parents close by, Gary was confronted by a deep, mechanical voice. You'll hear Gary's mother pop in during the call and his father near the end. You'll hear that Gary at first thinks that it's perhaps another joke or misunderstanding, but later he gets very much disturbed and defensive.
I'll tell you who it is.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you want to speak to him?
Sudbrink.
Yeah, who's this? Steven? Are you playing games with me or what? Huh? Steven, if you're playing games, I'm going to kick your ass.
So how long are you going to be impersonated by the other voice?
Yeah, this is you, Steven, you idiot. You're pissing me off. You jerk. I'm going to get you on. Let's see what it says. Review. One new call out of area. Is Steven out of the area?
Are you going to be back from Texas?
Wait, say that again?
You are being impersonated by the other voice.
Wait, hold on. Is Steven out of the calling area or what?
Wow.
What do you mean you don't know? He's in Queens.
Well, who are you talking?
I don't know who the fuck I'm talking.
Oh,
Hello?
here's Gary. Sudbrink there.
Who is this? Sounds like a freaking robot.
Hello?
How long are you going to be back from Texas?
What was that again, sir?
You are being impersonated by the other voice.
Oh, be quiet, huh? Sorry, would you say that again? Hello? Being impersonated by what voice?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Here's Gary. Sudbrink there.
Yeah, hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, what is your question? I'll answer it.
Impregnated by the other voice.
Right. When am I coming back? Is that your question? Okay, there was a break. Hold on. You want to know when I'm coming back to Texas? Oh, is that your question?
So how long are you going to be back from Texas?
How long am I going to be back from Texas? That question doesn't make any sense.
By the other voice.
Okay. I'll be coming back eventually. I can't tell you when. You should know that question, answer to the questions, because you seem to know more about me than I do. You know what I'm saying?
Are you an intergalactic person?
Are you a space alien?
Sounds like he hung up.
I can't believe this.
He hung up, Gary.
See if he comes back.
All right, I'll hang up.
As you just heard, the voice on the phone feels strange, slowed down, disoriented, ominous, robotic, or even alien, like someone went hard on a voice manipulation program. You may have also noticed that throughout this call, Gary mentions his older brother Stephen, likely because of the instance of Stephen seeing him, or someone who looked like him, on the road a year ago. Twice the caller stutters through, "Is Gary Sudbrink there?" and "You're being impersonated by the other voice." And then, 5 times in this call alone, they ask, quote, "How long are you going to be back from Texas?" like a broken and very manipulated record. A little while after this call, just after 11 p.m., the caller actually calls back, and Gary is quick to hit record on the answering machine again. We'll share the contents of this call after this break.
If you're a custodial supervisor at a local high school, you know that cleanliness is key, and that the best place to get cleaning supplies is from Grainger. Grainger helps you stay fully stocked on the products you trust, from paper towels and disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Plus, you can rely on Grainger for easy reordering, so you never run out of what you need. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, I'm Paige DeSorbo, and I'm always thinking about underwear.
I'm Hannah Burner, and I'm also thinking about underwear, but I prefer full coverage. I like to call them my granny panties.
Actually, I never think about underwear. That's the magic of Tommy John.
Same. They're so light and so comfy, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it.
And the bras, soft, supportive, and actually breathable.
Yes, Lord knows the girls need to breathe. Also, I need my PJs to breathe and be buttery soft and stretchy enough for my dramatic tossing and turning at night. That's why I live in my Tommy John pajamas.
Plus, they're so cute because they fit perfectly.
Put yourself on to Tommy John.
Upgrade your drawer with Tommy John. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/comfort. See site for details.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Hey, I'm Paige DeSorbo, and I'm always thinking about underwear.
I'm Hannah Burner, and I'm also thinking about underwear, but I prefer full coverage. I like to call them my granny panties.
Actually, I never think about underwear. That's the magic of Tommy John.
Same. They're so light and so comfy, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it.
And the bras, soft, supportive, and actually breathable.
Yes, Lord knows the girls need to breathe. Also, I need my PJs to breathe and be buttery soft and stretchy enough for my dramatic tossing and turning at night. That's why I live in my Tommy John pajamas.
Plus, they're so cute because they fit perfectly.
Put yourself on to Tommy John.
Upgrade your drawer with Tommy John. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/comfort. See site for details.
Break. Just after 11 p.m., Gary Sudbrink received another call after the extremely creepy first call with some disturbingly similar themes. This call is a bit harder to make out because of the speaker's low volume.
What is your question? Yes, speaking. Yes. Can I answer any questions for you?
Are you back from Texas?
Not back yet, no.
How long?
Let me answer. First, you tell me, where are you calling from? Yeah, why don't you tell me where you're calling from? What do you mean, who is this? You should know who it is. It's me, Gary. Wait, let me answer this question. Where are you calling from? Okay, I'll be back. Excuse me? I can't hear too well. Yeah, it is a full moon out. That's true. Could you identify yourself? Identify yourself. Why are you calling me? Excuse me? I cannot hear too well.
Get on the other phone, it's better.
Hold on, let me switch phones. Okay. Okay, hold on. Now, who are you? Keep an eye in the sky, he said. Yeah.
Yes, I'm Finney. I talked to him. I had a sighting.
Okay, hold on. Say that. Repeat that again. Please repeat. Okay.
Near Orion.
Near Orion.
Holy mackerel. Tonight or guess on when?
The full moon.
They told
So,
yeah.
double for the year.
Repeat.
Some of my like to talk.
Okay. Repeat last word. I'm hearing static.
Tell him I like to talk to him.
He hung up.
He hung up.
Hello?
So I'll do a quick summary. The caller first asks if it's Gary on the other end and if he's back from Texas, and then repeats some of the lines from the first call. How long are you going to be back from Texas? Is this Gary Sudbrink? And who is this? Then the conversation seems to shift to the sky, with the caller saying, near Orion, the full moon, and literally, keep an eye on the skies. When Gary's dad jumps on the line, he seems excited by the prospect of these new messages, intrigued. A believer in extraterrestrial activity, Gary's dad inquires about certain lines that the caller says, but the caller ignores him. Approximately half an hour later, the phone rings yet again. This time the caller seemed to take a while to begin actually making any noise, and I agree, it seems quieter than ever, so listen closely. Also, at the beginning of the call, Gary's father makes mention of a Brian. Don't worry about that. That's just him mistaking Gary's other brother, Brian, with Gary himself. Here, you want to skip ahead. I'll break down what the caller says in this call.
Okay. Yeah, it's taking time from the talk. Who is this? Stephen, this is not funny, you know.
Brian, it's not Steven.
What do you mean, Brian?
I mean, Gary.
How do I know it's not Stephen?
It's not Steven. Hello? I had a UFO experience in West Virginia, which you probably know. And I know that you're into an intergalactic person. Can you speak a little louder? Sir? Can you speak a little louder? Louder?
Let me speak to him, Dad. I guess I don't know what his.
All right, I'll hang up so you can talk to me. He wants to talk to you.
Okay. Hello, can I help you?
Hello.
Yes.
Gary Sudbrink.
Yes, that's me. Yes, could you please identify yourself? Identify.
Are you back from Texas?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm in Texas right now. Oh, he asked me a question. No, I'm in New York right now. You know that. Why are you asking me such a question? Yes. Stephen, if this is you, I swear to God, I'm going to be pissed. Huh? I'm trying to listen to him. Excuse me? Okay. Uh, Eventually, I'll be back from Texas. Could you speak more? Please speak more. I guess it's not Stephen. I believe it because I'm getting static. Let me go on this phone because I can never hear on this phone. Hold on. Okay. Okay, please speak. Hello?
Keep an eye on Sky.
Okay. Should I go out right now? Right now? Okay, see, I'm not sure where Orion is now, but we'll go outside.
Show double of hands.
It would show double from me. Repeat that again?
During this call, the caller repeats some of the same phrases. You've heard them before, but in slightly different variations. Is Gary Sudbrink there? Here is Gary Sudbrink. Is this Gary Sudbrink? They then repeat some of the same phrases from the prior two calls. Are you back from Texas? Keep an eye on the skies. Orion. The full moon. Show double from you. Gary's father is again intrigued by the call, seeming to believe that they were communicating with someone he refers to as a, quote, intergalactic person. This was the third and final call the Sudbrinks would receive that night. But the following night, around the same time, on Tuesday, February 9th, 1993, Gary Sudbrink gets another strange call. That evening, Gary's Uncle Tom had also come to visit Gary and hears the whole thing himself. He'll even pop in the call for a bit.
Yes, this is me. Can I speak to you? Can I ask why you're... Yes, can I ask why you're calling? Can I please ask... Yes, this is. Yes, that is me.
At this planet.
Say that again?
At this planet.
Leave?
We come
I'm staying right here.
to be within this planet.
Is this a joke or what?
To be contacted. As the same with you.
I have to think about that. I'd like to see you.
To many. To be contacted. As the same with you.
Hey, let me tell you something. I've been listening to you, and I've had contacts with you.
Government interference.
Government interference? You have? Please explain what type of interference. Okay.
Government interference. Hesitations to be disrupted by them. the sun will rise. Well, dark side of well, no.
The sun will rise from the dark side of the moon.
Okay, what branch of the government? What should I do?
Visitation is to be disrupted by them.
Okay. Is that good for me or bad? They hung up.
Yeah.
This phone call, the longest of the bunch, features some of the strangest comments and questions yet from the mysterious individual on the other end of the line. I want to apologize again about the softness of these calls. First, the caller begins by saying some similar statements to those, again, from the night before. Is Gary Sudbrink there? Is this Gary Sudbrink? Gary Sudbrink. But then the caller starts leaning into some of the extraterrestrial rhetoric. We come to be within this planet. In this planet, we come to be within this planet, to visit the many, to be contacted as the same with you. As soon as Gary's uncle pops on the line, the caller says, beware, government interference. Beware, government interference. Visitations to be disrupted by them. Then phrases like, the sun will rise on, dark side of the moon, world, no, on the moon, show double from you. Beware, government interference. Visitations to be disrupted by them. And then that's it. No more calls, no more interactions, nothing. Gary goes back to San Antonio and never hears from the mysterious caller again. So what the hell happened? Gary Sudbrink himself believes he was being doppelgangered, that somebody or some entity created a double of him for a brief period of time. In an interview, he references the books Mothman Prophecies and Skinwalker Ranch, where a double was made of a human through paranormal or extraterrestrial energy. Which leads me to the theory that is most out there. That Sudbrink was being contacted by aliens, who were somehow trying to connect with him and use some kind of technology to create a double of him for whatever reason. Then there's, of course, the more grounded conspiracy, oxymoronic, I suppose, as well, that the government was trying to get a hold of him or scare him somehow for whatever reason. Silence? I'm not sure. The alternative to all of this, of course, is that it's a prank or a hoax of some sort by a friend, family member, or Gary himself. Throughout the call, Gary believes that his brother Stephen is messing with him. After all, Stephen is the person who told Gary the year beforehand about the weird doppelganger that he saw on the road. An elaborate joke to freak his brother out seems certainly possible. It's also worth pointing out that Gary's father was very into UFOs and paranormal culture. According to my research, in 1992, he was part of a Long Island UFO group and was enthusiastic about the idea of alien contact, which you can hear in the calls. Maybe Gary's own father was pulling a prank to convince Gary that aliens do exist. Or vice versa, Gary was trying to play a prank on his very overzealous UFO-loving father. Or maybe it was Mike, who simply tried to mess with his old friend using high-tech recording devices for the time, trying to get a rise out of the young, skeptical Air Force captain. Again, some people have suggested that Gary himself is the root of all of these calls, as he was so quick to record them and had the immediate means to do so with a home answering machine. Again, pretty high-tech for the time, but he would need someone else to help him with the calls unless he pre-recorded them and then had somebody, some mechanism call them in and then interact with them. But again, that seems like a lot for 1993 technology. For now, the source of these calls and the events around them remain a mystery. Gary Sudbrink is still around, no longer in the Air Force, but working as a pharmacist in Pennsylvania and occasionally giving interviews about these calls. Though I believe he started as a skeptic, as the years went on, he has maintained a private life, warming to the idea that these calls might be something more complicated than a hoax. Though perhaps, as many Redditors have suggested, Mr. Sudbrink knows more than he lets on.
If you're a smoker or vapor, ready to make a change, you really only need one good reason. But with Zyn nicotine pouches, you'll discover many good reasons. Zyn is America's #1 nicotine pouch brand. Plus, Zyn offers a robust rewards program. There are lots of options when it comes to nicotine satisfaction. But there's only one Zyn. Check out zyn.com/find to find Zyn at a store near you. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Hey, I'm Paige DeSorbo, and I'm always thinking about underwear.
I'm Hannah Berner, and I'm also thinking about underwear, but I prefer full coverage. I like to call them my granny panties.
Actually, I never think about underwear. That's the magic of Tommy John.
Same. They're so light and so comfy, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it.
And the bras, soft, supportive, and actually breathable.
Yes, Lord knows the girls need to breathe. Also, I need my PJs to breathe and be buttery soft and stretchy enough for my dramatic tossing and turning at night. That's why I live in my Tommy John pajamas.
Plus, they're so cute because they fit perfectly.
Put yourself on to Tommy John.
Upgrade your drawer with Tommy John. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/comfort. See site for details.
If you're a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility and your machinery isn't working right, Grainger knows you need to understand what's wrong as soon as possible. So when a conveyor motor falters, Grainger offers diagnostic tools like calibration kits and multimeters to help you identify and fix the problem. With Grainger, you can be confident you have everything you need to keep your facility running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know we have completely ad-free early access to all of our episodes? Well, we do. Not only that, but we have dozens of bonus episodes waiting for you. Head on over to patreon.com/ghosttownpod, and you can check it out for 7 days absolutely free. That's patreon.com/ghosttownpod.